Hey guys, welcome to Proof Garage. So in the past, I've talked about other YouTube channels that I follow. Adam LZ, Heavy D, Obsessed Garage, a couple others, and Whistling Diesel, trying to support them. And you know, when they're selling things, I tend to like pick up a shirt or pick up a this or that. So one of the channels that I've always kind of watched is Lockpicking Lawyer, or LPL. And I've always been interested in locks, their mechanical objects, their, I don't know, there's just something interesting about them. And I decided that I would pick up a couple things from the Lockpicking Lawyer's website, covertinstruments.com. So this is what they call their starter kit. This is what they call their Covert Companion. And this is what they call an expansion pack for the Covert Companion. So I picked those up, and I thought that it would be really interesting to unbox this on camera and see, can I pick this practice lock, which I think has, okay, so this is not loaded currently. So this is the practice kit. So this is a practice lock. There are a bunch of pins and springs and an Allen wrench. And then this has like the key pins. And this has like spools. And then here we have this is like the learning toolkit. So this has 2 picks, it has 2 wave rakes, and it has turning tools, which appear to be stuck in the plastic. There we go. All right, so this is like a cylinder lock opener. All right, so check this out. This is like a tool for barrel blocks, right? So it's got the cylinder on the front of it, and it's got these kind of like arms. So you bring this out so that it's flush, like that. And then you stick it in the lock, like this. And then you just jiggle it, and then it eventually gets the pins in the right place, and you can I just locked that. Now it's unlocked. Now it's and you can actually like lock this down so it kind of becomes a key for this thing. That is so freaking cool. Holy crap. I'm amazed. So does this have, so this is 0684 is the code on that. This one here is a different code, 0689, right? So I've got this still locked down. I'm just gonna stick it in here and we'll validate that it doesn't actually turn it. Okay, so it doesn't, right? So let's reset this. We're gonna push all this back out so that it's flat. Okay. Loosen this up a bit. Okay, it started to turn. So now we can lock it down. There, so that's locked. And now, wow, that's amazing. Okay, so I often focus on tools here, and I talk about tools, or I talk about cars or things that I'm using the tools on. So this is really, really interesting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this lock up with pins, and we're going to try to open it with the tools, because again, never done this before, but I've always been interested in it. All right, so it's been a minute. So I assembled the Covert Companion. This is what it looks like when it's assembled. There is a video on their website that shows you how to do it. Actually, I think it links to a YouTube video, but there are a bunch of turning tools. These are removable from the Companion. And then there are all kinds of different things, hooks and wave rakes and a whole bunch of other shims and keys, bumps, and all kinds of different stuff to play around with. So it's got a lot more capabilities than I do at this point, but I've been playing around with the practice lock quite a bit. Yeah, so what I've been doing is I just kind of take this lock, and when I'm like sitting in meetings for work throughout the day, I'll just kind of fidget with it off camera and just kind of mess around with it and pick it in my lap, just like that. So this is open, I just pick that in a couple of seconds. Now granted, I've done this, you know, for the last couple of days, so generally what I'll do is I'll mess around with it for a couple of days in the configuration that it's in, kind of get used to it, and then I'll switch the pins around a little bit so that I end up with a little bit different configuration. Because once you get used to it, it's actually pretty easy to kind of continuously pick the same lock, because you just know, oh yeah, pin 4 needs to be raised up a little bit more than pin 3, or, you know, something along those lines. So yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm here to talk about the tools, right? And I think the tools are very well made. I think they're packaged well. I think there's a lot of videos around them to teach you how to use them. And I think that it's something that if you have interest in, you could probably learn. Next on my list, I'm going to try to pick up some leashy tools, the KW1 and probably the SC1, which would be the Quickset and Schlage leashy tools, just to mess around with those. I might also pick up a leashy tool like a Ford Mazda or something like that and mess around with the Mazda 3 and see if I can pick that. But anyway, I think these are really cool. I think that they're well made. I do like his channel, so if you haven't ever seen his channel, check it out. I'll put a link in my description to it. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully you have a great day.